Good morning, 7:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. Very happy to see the way the market is playing out. XRP's up 1.25% today. Bitcoin's up about 2.1% at 71,415. Anybody who's been paying attention here, we have absolutely positively nailed this Bitcoin chart to the wall. We had this cup and handle on the broadening wedge. We made sure that we stayed focused in case it did break down and it could come to 46,540. But we've had three targets for Bitcoin. The short target, 73,865. And that's on the short bull flag that was created. The second target comes from, actually, you know what? Yeah, bull flag. Second target, 78,609, which would be the short end of this megaphone pattern if you measure the width. And then the widest part of this would get you up to 86,000. Ultimately, the depth of the cup and handle, now that it's breaking out, if it plays true, and you would have to get through all three of these levels and hold ultimately that 86,000 to play this true. The technical target for Bitcoin, if it plays true, is all the way up to 115,000. You get that from measuring the base of the cup. You put it to the breakout, and it's actually could be even a little bit higher, because it broke out a little bit higher on the pattern. So those are the three conditions Bitcoin is yet to meet. First level, 73,865. Second level is 78,609. And then 86,000 is the ultimate on this handle formation. And then on the cup formation, on the actual cup itself, measuring the depth, which is the proper technical analysis, would get you to 115,000 if it plays out fully. Now, I'm not saying it's going to play all the way out there, but 74K is what I was targeting yesterday, and then above that as well. It's a very bullish megaphone pattern I've been talking about for several weeks. And XRP yesterday, I tried my hardest, even though I was busy. I talked about XRP holders, get ready yesterday morning for the pre-escrow dump XRP rally. And that's when Bitcoin had surged to 69,800, and I talked about 74K, the first target. And then I said in the live yesterday, which I only had 21 minutes, XRP monthly pump and dump pre-post escrow dump scheme about to play out. And I tried to make it very clear. I don't mince words. So I tried to make it very clear. There's also, with XRP, if we look at this very closely, as I'm going to do about a 10-minute update, release this, because I'm very busy. I got to get my son to school here in about 25 minutes. I got the gym after, and then I've got the eye doctor at 12 o'clock. Time for me to get some new glasses, and then in about a week, I'll have new glasses, which I'm very excited about. It's been I didn't realize it's almost been 2 years since I went to the eye doctor. So, time to get my my eyes, upgraded a little bit. So, I'll be doing that at noon. And then sometime this afternoon, when I get back home, I'm going to end up doing the live, and we're going to talk about this much, much deeper. And that's based on a lot of what the audience does. If you hit that like button and you share this and YouTube recommends it, as you can see yesterday, my videos only got about 800 views. We didn't do a great job in the beginning. My first 700 views, we only had 87 likes. We ended up surging in the last couple hundred views, and we got probably 40 or 50 likes out of the last few hundred people. But YouTube didn't recommend my videos. YouTube doesn't recommend it. We get hurt in the analytics. Less people see my content. And I do this, I believe in a give it back, pay it forward mentality. So all the work put in, if you could hit that like button and help push my content so we can reach a wider audience, I would greatly appreciate it. So XRP right now is a two-tier setup. We wanted to make sure we have the top here. Once we break out of here, it should push up. Buy level. I put this yellow line down in the live yesterday so everybody could see where it was coming at for first rejection. And that's what it did overnight. And now we'd be looking at a breach over 52.93. Well, we can put a short target here, and that's exactly why I wanted to create this little formation. So on a drop, it would have went to 5034 on a short drop. On a short rise, it brought us right up to where we went. So it did exactly what it was supposed to. And now if we look at it from now that we have the actual width, we couldn't do this yesterday because we didn't know where the width would be on this formation. Now we know the width's like that. We also know if it breaks out, it would break out from right here. And our technical target should get us up somewhere near 54.72. And then if it does this, the odds are if it continues to push up, it could retest that rising channel resistance as as a resistance instead of a support. I don't want to keep these up and confuse everybody because we know the bottom side here if it breaks down. And then I suppose we could do this too just so we could have a clearer picture. Let's just say it all comes apart now. Whoops. I'm not sure what happened there. But let's say it all comes apart. We still need to know our short target to the downside. So if it did break down, let's just say it breaks from here. Then that would get you back down to that 495 level. So just in case there was a rejection and it decided to reverse back down. But it looks like we're still in this upward trajectory. It looks like, especially with this escrow dump coming, we always have a pump before the dump of the escrow. So I call it the monthly pump and dump escrow scheme. And we've been making good money on it the last several weeks. Today I went a different route. I was going to go with XRP. But last night I went with HBAR just because of where it was at. I took out a 10x trade at 4837. I don't even know where that's at. So it was somewhere when it was pushing up here. I let it do the consolidation, and now I'm looking for the continuation up. Like, I've got my stop loss, and it's in a great spot now because it would have to come all the way down below this W formation. But I'm willing to let this ride. I want to let this ride out. See if it fully materializes. And I'm looking for first layer is 5. Man, they're both. There's so many different targets here for HBAR. There is a top target all the way to 7.5, but it would have to ultimately break out of this and then push all the way back up. And that's basically what I was trying to show here. But I don't think it's going to go out that far. It's just that's how far it can go. But if we get a rejection here for HBAR, then obviously it could slow us down. But the technical move up is 5.2 cents. We have a stop gap here at 5.1, and then obviously right here at 4.97. I suppose if you got nervous, you could say 4.87 underneath, and then if it broke that. But there's this W reversal that I'm definitely looking at, and that actually I was excited to see how it formed this. Now it's doing the consolidation. It should break up at least into here, or likely into here. But we'll see because you never know. You never know. Nothing's ever certain. But that definitely looked like a nice reversal here for HBAR. Played off a little bit of a bull flag like XRP. And now I think it's about to come meet its destiny here. So I'm very happy with this. I don't even know how much it's up. I didn't look this morning. I don't see what I don't like to do is when I'm in a trade, I never like to see like, okay, I started. And then I'm up, you know, let's see. It was a $556 10x trade. So it's a $5,560 trade. It's up about 28%. So 28%. I don't even want to know. I don't want to speculate because I don't want to know how much it's up because then sometimes I'll trade myself out of a trade because I see I'm up 150 bucks and then it drops to 120 and I'm like, oh, got to secure it just for it to go up 300. You know, so I don't like to look at it within the trade. I have my parameters set and it could cost me, I believe it was a $218 risk. No, not that much. $148 risk. So, but anyhow, it's giving me some room to breathe now, so I'm going to let it play out. With the way Bitcoin's playing, there could be, you know, we have to look for the inevitable if we get any kind of correction. But the technical move up right now, 73,865. So until that's filled, it looks like we want to come up there and tap it first. It really does. It really looks like Bitcoin's trying to come up there and tap it first. So with that being said, you know, we look to be in good shape this morning. The first technical move up is at that 73,865. Then we've got 78,609. And it just keeps getting bigger, 86,000. And then ultimately got the upper target. So basically what ends up happening is that short target is just a small area that had resistance. And it was a first push up. Let's just put it this way. It was the first push up. And then you've got several resistance behind it if we can get past it. And we've got it measured out appropriately. So that first target, though, is the cup and handle. So that first target at 73,865 is that handle resistance. You know, on the cup resistance from the top of the cup at 73,865. That would also push us over all-time highs if we could break that. So once you break on top of that, that's when you can start hitting these three targets I put out in front of us. But 73,865 is what needs to fall first. And we have been doing a great job pushing our way up. Always can look for consolidation on Monday morning because it's a new, everybody's waking up and then after a big push up. But this looks like we're still hot. I mean, we look hot. So I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm going to share this to everybody. If you want to trade, if we do have a drop after this, at some point when we get into the spot, we're going to have motivated money, winning Wednesdays and FOMO Fridays. Right now we're taking the up route, which is great, but it also puts off what we want to do. If you want to join me with that when I decide to do it, if you want to trade VELO with me, when I buy, that's going to be on HOTCOIN. That's in the video description below and our pinned comments. They have VELO for us in the USA. You don't need a KYC or VPN. Very low spot fees. And then if you want to trade Algo, IOTA, IOTX, and many others, there'll be HBAR and several others on BITUNIX. That's also in the video description below and our pinned comments. I took my leverage trade out on BITUNIX. It's what I trust the most. $550 10x trade was less than $3 to take out. So put that in perspective and, trade appropriately. Have a blessed day, everybody, but I got to go.